Excellenties, dames en heren, goedemorgen, goedemiddag. Excellencies, distinguished guests, friends and colleagues. It is my distinct pleasure to join you on behalf of UNOOSA, the United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs, and I'm sorry that I can't be with you in person. My warmest congratulations to VU Amsterdam for establishing the Space Law and Sustainability Centre. This launch marks a significant contribution to advancing the conversation on the sustainable and secure use of outer space, and the timing for this event could not be better. Space activities are growing as we have never seen them before, but at the same time, so are the challenges that we face. From increasing amounts of space debris and increasing collision risk from the numerous satellites that are being launched into space, all the way to the risk of not finding consensus as geopolitics continues to divide the world into camps. Space is far too important for us to let that happen. We rely on space and satellite services like we have never done so before, and it is not just the developing world that needs them. We all do. We cannot navigate from A to B without satellite navigation. We wouldn't know that there was a climate crisis had we not seen it from space. Our financial markets and even our energy grids are time-stamped against satellites in space. We would have no connectivity on cruises and in the air, as we have come to expect. Space services are so embedded into the fabric of society that it would truly be a disaster if the orbits above us were rendered useless. The challenges around maintaining peaceful use and access to space for all cut across national borders, across sectors, and they demand bold, collaborative solutions. These challenges may be new, and indeed they require a change of mindset if we are to get a handle on them. But the solutions still count on the fundamental principles established by the Outer Space Treaty, namely that space is the province of all mankind. These values are also at the heart of the Pact of the Future, adopted by the UN General Assembly in September 2024. Action 56 of the Pact calls for new governance frameworks for space debris, space traffic, and space resources. I'm very glad to see that these issues are being placed at the core of your inaugural conference. We have been working to implement the Pact of the Future for some time now, and one of the core components is capacity building. We have taken many such initiatives in the last 6 months, and we will continue to do so. By way of example, let me tell you that we ran a workshop and a simulation exercise for COPUOS delegates so that they would understand what implementation of the long-term sustainability guidelines actually refers to and what it looks like in practice. Another component of implementing the Pact of the Future is taking the conversation to the next level. By that, I mean unpacking issues such as what does it mean to implement the LTS guidelines? Who needs to do what? What is national? What is multinational? Who sets the policy around different guidelines, and is it actually happening? What does due regard mean in the context of lunar activities? How do we apply Articles 6, 7 or 8 of the Outer Space Treaty to on-orbit servicing and ADR? By unpacking issues, we debate and discuss, we advance our knowledge and understanding, and in the process, we give the best chance possible to making progress. It is easy to throw criticism. The Outer Space Treaty is old, out of date, the LTS guidelines are not enough, they're not enforceable, and so on. It's a lot harder, however, to think through the application of these norms. I'm sure that your work at the Centre will contribute to enhancing the understanding of such critical questions, and UNOOSA is committed to supporting your efforts. Our role is to bring together the diverse actors of the space ecosystem, from member states and international organizations all the way to academia, private sector and civil society. And we do so in a bid to drive progress on these issues and more. There are many difficult questions out there, and no single actor can answer them alone. We need to pool brilliant minds with technological and operational expertise to reach our objectives. I hope that you will embrace this innovative approach as you begin work at your Space Law and Sustainability Centre. I wish you all the best, and thank you for having had me with you. Dank je wel.